Hey, Sean, look, I'm a little bit confused. Everybody keeps telling me that it's now been 20 years. This is your 20th anniversary with Rogers TV. But you keep sending out this picture of your first Rogers TV broadcast, and I'm in it. If you were starting 20 years ago and I was already there, then what? Forget it. You know, you were also dressed in very subtle fashion in that picture from 20 years ago. Tell you what, I'm going to go polish my resume. You go get a new suit. Something with color this time. Congrats on 20 years.
It's been great. 20 years is, I can't believe it's been 20 years. And I look back at where I started doing OUA sports and then transitioning to OHL and so many things outside of sports. But like you said, that's one of the things I really love is the people that I've got to meet. Every volunteer, the hundreds of volunteers that I've worked with, as well as all the on-air partners I've worked with. I tried to do the math, and when I posted about it on social media, I think I said over 40, but I think it's actually over 50 different partners I've had, independent of people that I've trained or people that have come to shadow me, and I've gone to see them go on and do great things. So that's a real sense of pride for me to know that I've had a small part in seeing even our volunteers go off to go work in professional sports, or our on-air talent go off to work on national networks. And people say to me, like, why aren't you doing that sort of thing? And I love my lane. I love being in this community, and I love being on Rogers. So it's great to see the people come in and the people go out and where they go from here.
Do you have a most memorable guest that you've met over the years here at Rogers?
There's been a lot, obviously, in the professional athlete category. There's been a ton because you meet a lot of these professional athletes as they're young junior athletes. I would say probably the most significant was when Ron McLean and Tara Sloan first came to our Rogers telecast for a hometown hockey visit in Kitchener in 2018. That was great. I met them both for the first time that night, and we really connected over a wonderful interview and exchanged phone numbers after the game and became friends.
As you know, my memoir, Cornered, I talk about when I started, and I had to audition for the part as a host of the NHL 40 years ago now. And when I got in the car after the audition, I turned on the radio and my lucky song came on the radio, and I thought, oh, that's a good sign. Maybe I am going to get the gig. Here's the song that played that day. That is, of course, Rod Stewart. And this is the line I think applies to you. Coming up right now. Laughed at all your jokes. Love didn't need to coax. And that's the way everybody feels about you, Sean. To you and Heather, the best father-son tandem in the business. All of it richly deserved. Happy 20. By the way, Rod Stewart, the reason I play him for you, he's born on January 10, same day you started 20 years ago.
What does the future hold for Sean Furfaro?
Oh, well, if there's a microphone somewhere, I'm going to find a way to talk into it and have you hear my voice. Aside from the Rogers TV stuff that I do, there's a public address announcing I've been working at for over 25 years. I've been doing convocations, freelance emceeing, corporate events, dance hosting for a decade now. So I'm traveling all across Canada for a good portion of April, May, and June. I anticipate that going for quite some time, knock on wood. But microphone announcing, they say if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. None of this feels like work, and I'm going to do it as long as I have a voice.